And with me in the studio, I've got two very esteemed guests that are regular on the Keep It in the Family program. I've got to my left my beautiful cousin here, Kenyah, in the building, who's making waves.
I didn't know we were cousins.
Oh yeah, sorry, niece. See that? That's how disoriented I am.
He called me something yesterday. I forgot what you said yesterday. He called me someone else. Quams. He called me Quams.
Yeah, I'm not very good with names, man. I'm not very good with names. But yeah, my niece, Kenyah, in the building. How could I make that mistake? But
let your go, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, the First Lady of AFTV is with us, and I'm also joined to my right by my boy Quams with the arms.
Yes.
He's in the building.
Our guy.
Yes.
And we are here to talk about the debacle that unfolded here. Or am I being a bit too harsh? Because let me set the backdrop. I was speaking to my brother. He was at the game. And he was pretty much defending what took place yesterday, in particular Arteta. He was saying that, come on now, the game was decided by a moment of brilliance, which it was.
Very true.
And Arsenal should have come out of there with at least a draw. He thought that Arsenal were the better team in the first half.
Yeah.
And he didn't even think that Liverpool dominated the second half. He thought that apart from that one moment...
Disallowed goal, or the free kick,
yeah, that was basically the difference between the two sides. So over to you guys, man, before I come in. Kenyah, let's start with you. Because you had some pretty strong thoughts after the game. Are you reeling those back because you've been in the presence of your dad? What?
No, man.
What's going on? Because yesterday you were calling my man a coward, pretty much.
Because he was moving like that. You know what? First of all, shout out Lee Judges, because Lee Judges called me after. Said, Kenyah, I agree with everything he said. I was like, yeah, see. And then when I saw my dad this morning, I told him straight how I felt. I still feel the same way. I think... two things can be true. I do agree with him in the fact that it was just a wonderful free kick that separated the difference between two teams that I thought were very equal in quality of that on that day. Yeah. I think neither Arsenal or Liverpool were at their best at all. I've seen better Arsenal performances. I've seen better Liverpool performances. And we have to remember, it is only game week 3, as I said in my video yesterday. But I do think that the manager let down those players yesterday with his changes, with his lack of in-game management. I think even the lineup to a certain degree as well was, as a fan anyways, I felt very deflated seeing that lineup because it felt very unambitious. But yeah, I haven't changed my mind. I did think it was quite cowardly. I think, you know what, I'm looking at a Liverpool team that was taken to the death against Bournemouth, no disrespect, and Newcastle, a 10-men Newcastle, who are missing their best player that they've just gone and snatched. Yeah. So I just think the fact that those teams were able to score high amounts against Liverpool and we failed in front of goal is very alarming. And that's
one
because,
shot on goal.
Yeah, and that's because our manager failed to play a creative player in the midfield. So that's why I said it's cowardly.
No, you know what?
And I'm not taking it back. Simple as that.
You can't do. It's on the record.
Said what I said.
They say in life that a camera and a microphone are the two most dangerous things in the world.
Is it?
Because whatever you say is on the record and can't be taken back. So.
No, it's true.
Very true.
But anyway, Quams, over to you, because I know you're slightly different, isn't it? You were kind of with some of the manager's decisions yesterday, right? Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah, you're kind of making it sound like I'm more than to a certain extent. I thought.
Tell us why that was. Then. Tell us why you don't think Arteta had such a bad game. That
no, I agree. I think Kenyah's put it very well. She's very eloquently as well. Well done, Kenyah, as well. How you've described it, because I was very emotional about that as well. The game itself, I felt like when I saw the team sheet, I was happy with seeing certain people. Moreno, I didn't really question because I kind of looked at, I had a list in my head and I said, if Odegaard's not going to be there, who can I trust to kind of lead from the front foot in terms of pressing? I can't trust Wanyeri because he's too young and he still doesn't understand the positional sense in that number 10 role from what I've seen. Max Dowman, no. Who else can I put there? Eze, you could put him there in the number 10 role, but I feel like Eze's game is more best suited for the left wing. And that's why I was furious with Arteta obviously choosing Martinelli. And we could have had, I was just speaking off camera with Kenyah as well, you had at least 3 other options that you could have put on the left. You could have put Trossard on the left. You could even have put Wanyeri on the left, but not Martinelli, because I just felt, what did he do to warrant him starting in such a big game? You have to remember, you can't just throw players in when they're cold. And there was nothing I've seen in the pre-season, whatever games we played, to say, yeah, Martinelli, you should start because you're performing well. So I was very disappointed with that. I felt the first half, we controlled the game. We controlled the moment, our emotions. We kind of learned from what happened in previous seasons. And we learned from what happened in the week. If you try and tackle Liverpool based on emotion, you can still get caught out by quality. Unfortunately, it happened to us still in the second half. But when you listen to a lot of the players, Liverpool players, they were like, yo, the first half was difficult. It was very difficult because Arsenal were very smart in how they pressed. And if you notice in the game as well, they wasn't able to play out from the back. They were forced to go long. Van Dijk was throwing his hands up. Slot was even high rated on the sidelines. The one thing I congratulate or I credit them is that they make swift changes. Yep. So as soon as it was half time, they came in and he galvanised the players. They came out with a different team, a different way of attacking. Whereas we struggled and we stayed in the same way. And it was due to Arteta, and this is why I'm furious with or upset with him. He should have made those changes. He's been in that position before. There should be like a sixth sense that you should have to make a change. And he decided, no, I'm going to keep these men on for another 10 minutes. And then for me, it was too little, too late. Yeah.
Right. I've heard what you two have said. I'll take it from here.
Yeah, you go. What do you think?
You know what? Both of you have said things that are very true. You made some salient points there. Okay. So, yeah. However, for me, I'm very disappointed with what happened yesterday. I think it was a missed opportunity. I'm going to double down on what I said to my brother, and he didn't agree with me. I think Liverpool were there for the taking yesterday. I think that the manager, a lot of what happened yesterday is down to him, right? I think that the team selection, as soon as I heard that team, you was in box, we were both in box park.
I said, man,
tell the people out there the reaction and there was a lot of people in box park. When that team was read out, when FB Martin, shout out to Marty, when he read out that team, there was a collective groan in the audience. We all said, why is Eze not starting? This thing about, he needs more top, absolute nonsense. No. The man destroyed Liverpool, not even, a few months ago at Wembley. He scored possibly man of the match in Crystal Palace's finest moment. Liverpool will hold no fears for Eze, right? Playing Mourinho in the number 10, it's not even a number 10 really. It was like 2 DMs and whatever. To me, when you do that, you're basically saying to Liverpool, we come here for a point. That is not speaking of a manager that's come to win the game. We wanted, as Arsenal fans, to go there and to stick our chests out, put our foot in the sand and say, we are here to not just win this game. We're looking at winning the title and you are in our way. So we are going to win this game today. We're coming here to win. We're not come to draw.
I agree.
We come to win. If things don't go our way and we get a draw, we'll say, okay, we took a couple of points off you at Anfield. It's all good. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we need to be reckless. But I'm saying straight away, as soon as I heard that team, I was like, come on, bro.
It's unambitious.
We had that last week. Eze come out onto the pitch. You guys saw the reaction, the adrenaline lift, the boost.
Man.
And then the following week when Odegaard, is not there, you're thinking, right, Eze goes straight in. This man sticks him on the bench. So straight away, I was disappointed about that. But I still believe that even with that, that we could get something, we could still win. And to be fair, as you guys said, the first half performance was decent.
It was.
But then we get to the first 5-10 minutes of the second half, and we already see Arne Slot making changes. I'm like, why is Martinelli still on the pitch? Why is Eze not on the pitch? And I just thought that the manager, I'm sorry, and I'm not an Arteta out brigade. I just want to make that clear. But I do think he got it wrong. And I think that we went on to lose the game. And listen, there wasn't that much in it. I will say that. We lost the game courtesy of a wonder strike, a goal. I mean,
fantastic.
I think Szoboszlai, as good a player as he is, he could hit that another 99 times. He might not hit it as sweet as he did there.
No, he does. He can do that.
No, he can hit the ball, bro. Trust me, he can hit the ball, and he's a clutch moments player.
Yeah, he's done it for Hungary. That's one thing. That's why I think even when he stepped up, I was saying he's going to shoot. I was like, you can shoot from here.
Yeah, we did. And okay, let's wipe that from the record. It was a great strike. I don't want to take anything.
It was a good strike.
But I still had that feeling of disappointment because I'm thinking to myself, you know what? You could argue that the starting 11, we had a better team than them. Definitely got the better bench than them. Mm-hmm. We could have won that game, and we've ended up losing it largely because the manager is adopting this cautious approach, which for me, you don't win titles by being cautious like this.
But it's all right, cool. It's the element, yes, it does fall on Arteta, but then for me, the element also falls on the players themselves. As much as he will coach them and he'll drill into them where they need to be, there's certain things. I'm pretty sure Arne Slot didn't tell Szoboszlai to get on that free kick and to shoot it. What did Szoboszlai say after the game? He said, I took a risk. But when I look at our Arsenal players, I never see them saying, you know what, to themselves, or even in their actions to say, you know what, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take on a man. I'm going to cut inside and shoot from outside the box. Instead, you see it that they're literally following a script. And I've said this many, many a times. Kenyah said it. They're so predictable. You already know where the ball's going to go. And as much as I'd love to say it is down to Arteta, I do start looking at the players as well. And I'm saying...
No, but if that's how they're being coached to play, that's how they're going to play.
No, but they can play. Moreno can shoot outside the box, correct? Yeah, he's done it before. Martinelli, he's done it before where he can beat a man and put a ball in first time. But yes, it's down to the confidence. But I just feel like these lot are so playing within themselves and they've kind of been coached out of actually playing with a little bit of flair, playing with a bit of excitement. It's really sad to see. The only difference we saw is when Eze came on and he actually just took on Szoboszlai.
Well, you know what? When Eze come on and he had that little cameo, that made it even worse for me.
Oh,
Because I'm saying, see, look what this man's doing in 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. He even had a chance to score.
Why didn't you bring him on? He should have come on at least at half. I maintain he should have started. Mm-hmm. At the very least, he should have come on at half time. Did you see Eze's look on his face? Yeah. He looked vexed, bro. Yeah, because Arteta's, like you said, they do that whole unveiling and he walks out, the crowd loving it. Arteta's speaking so highly of Eze. And I'm sure they've had conversations, spoken with the family. Yeah, he's fantastic. He's going to be fantastic for us. Yeah, he's going to change the game. And then you start him on the bench over Martinelli. Eze's looking at it and he's like, so you would rather start him over me? You got Trossard there, who's, as Turkish was saying as well, Trossard's just been offered an extension because they value him as a player. He wasn't even starting. I think he got so many things wrong, man.
My goodness me.
I've got to put this one on him. Listen, I know you don't want to scapegoat anyone, right? But I've just got to be honest, man. The team selection was wrong. Mm-hmm. The tactics were wrong. The in-game management was poor. Yeah. The use of the substitutions was very poor.
Apart from Mascara, he was forced.
Yeah, but he was forced into that. I just think that this was a game that, at the very least, Arsenal should not have lost. We went there with a lot of expectation, and I do feel, Kenyah, that the managers just didn't. He gives me cause for concern because what I'm thinking of, and this is to me is wider than just a loss, you know, because I'm looking at that and I'm looking at all the other games we've been to. Anfield and the Etihad and played big teams and we're not beating. I'm thinking, does this manager have it within in Kenya to rise to the occasion to get the better of these guys? Because if we're going to win titles, that's what's required, yeah?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I think, I do think there's a bit of revisionism though about him on the big six. Like, we need to remember, he's not lost to Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Man United, who else? Forget Spurs. We hadn't lost to any of them until we lost to Liverpool yesterday, right? Since 2023.
You've also not beaten Liverpool at their place since 2012.
I know, but who else really beat? Only one team last season won at Anfield, and that was Nottingham Forest. And they won by a small margin of 1-0. And even in that game, I remember watching that, they literally just counter-attacked. They completely sat out of possession. They had to suffer the whole game, and they, luckily for them, were able to get away with 3 points. It was like a great escape, essentially. Nobody else went to Anfield and won. It's a very hard place to go to and win. Think about in the Champions League. Yep. PSG didn't even go there and win. They had to win on penalties. Like, do you know what I mean? That's just how much of a fortress that place is. And I'm not saying that. Look, I agree. I think there's times where we should have won Anfield. Yesterday, to me, is one of the best opportunities to go there and win. Like, I look at Szoboszlai, who was fantastic, but he's not a right back. You should be saying to Martinelli, yo, that's food for you. You should be cooking him up. This is someone's out of position. He's playing in right back. We know they've got frailties at the back. He didn't even, he was uninspiring to watch. It was actually like, I felt almost disgusted watching that. It was a disservice to fans to see that. But I just think, you know, Mikel Arteta needs to start getting over the line at Anfield, at the Etihad, because when you beat your rivals in a title race, I know the title race is not even properly started yet, but send signals. Like, remember when we lost home and away to Man City when they won, I think, the treble that year. That was a statement, and they were at that point about 7 points behind us. It's like, yo, don't care if we're at the Emirates, at the Etihad, we're gonna beat you. And in the end, they went on to win it. You have to beat your rivals. Simple as that. We had our opportunity to now say to Liverpool, right, I know you've just spent God knows how much money, but we don't care about that.
So Quams, I'm going to ask you this question. This is something that I raised in my little soliloquy that I did after the game. When I went home and I needed some therapy, man. So I just had to I did a video. Thanks to everybody for watching it, by the way. You did pretty well numbers-wise. Good. And thanks to everybody that's, we're up to 7,000 plus subscribers. Well, but anyway, so I did this video now, and I'm saying to myself, boy, you know what? Is this manager, does he have what it takes, Kwame, for us to... Because when I'm seeing that unfold the way I did yesterday, I'm thinking this is a missed opportunity. This is a Liverpool team that have not hit their straps yet. Bournemouth, like Kenyah said, life and death. Newcastle, 10 men gave their life and death. Literally in the last second they won again. We go there now, we've got our new signing, our shiny new object in the stands. You know what I mean? I'm thinking to myself, if we're not going to beat Liverpool now, when are we going to beat them? I woke up this morning, Isak's done. We're hearing now Gay's done. So that means the reverse fixture, when we play Liverpool, they're going to be way stronger. All these guys that have not hit the straps yet, Verts and all them, man, they're going to be like firing. So what we doing here?
So you're asking, is Arteta cut out for this?
Is he the man? Because I'm thinking to myself, is he a front runner? And this is this is a view that I've held about Arteta for a while. My thing is, when things are going our way, when things are going well, he looks great as a manager, and he is a good manager. I'm not calling for his head. No. I'm not saying he's not a good manager.
Hey, it's open for debate.
That there are certain flaws he has that I'm not seeing any real change. So when things are going well and we're winning and we're up and the trajectory is good, it's all good. But for me, the issue I have with Arteta is when he's required to make those decisions to change a game, those tactical adjustments, nuances, substitutions, tweaks. Is he that guy? Is he convincing you that he has that to win us those? Because you do need a manager that can do those things.
100%.
Is he that guy or not? Be honest.
I haven't seen it. That's probably one of his weaknesses, in my opinion, from watching him throughout his managerial career with us. Part of me at the start was just like, you know what, just allow him, because he's learning on the job, he's learning his trade. This is a big club. He's never been at a big club like this before. But then it gets to the point where you then have to be a bit more cutthroat. And I think I threw all of those excuses away at the start of the season, because I said, for me personally, this is make or break for Arteta. This is it. This is do or die. After this season, if we do not walk away with the Premier League, it's not me being big-headed, people. It's just me being real. I've been patient with him. I've supported him all along. I've backed him when people questioned him.
Yes, you have.
But I have. But this one here, if he doesn't deliver, that is it. Then the answer is no. But from what I saw on this moment, or in this moment yesterday, when he had an opportunity to take risks and take chances, he was coward. He was a coward in that sense. He shied away from making those decisions. I'm not hearing my manager say that he's noticed that one of his big players, i.e. Saliba, is injured in the pre-match warm-up, and just because he said he's fine, he's like, you know what, we'll still start you. There's something, you'll have this like internal, that's what I'm saying, there's a sixth sense when you're like, you know what, this has happened before where I've lost a big player, I'm not going to risk it. I've brought in players now. Mascara, you start the game. Everyone will be like, oh, you're not starting Saliba. No, because Saliba's injured, that's it, end of. We deal with it. Frimpong was injured, they threw in Szoboszlai. I didn't hear any uproar. There was internal solutions that Arne Slot made, and it worked out. Because, do you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm sick and tired of us or certain fans that are covering up for Arteta and saying, yeah, but look at all the injuries, look at all of this. No, it's not good enough. You've got the players now. You need to deliver, whether it be internal solutions or whether it be you bring in a player before the end of this transfer window to help me get over this whole Martinelli situation. You need to make these decisions. And it started from that moment when he done the team sheet, the team selection, to then when Saliba got injured beforehand, to then when it got to halftime when he should have made decisions. And you look at the opposite, Arne Slot, he made changes straight away. And that's something that a lot of Liverpool fans were upset about Klopp. As great of a manager he was, and he did win things with them, of course, he didn't make changes when he needed to. He would leave it. And that's my biggest worry now. That Arteta is going to be one of those managers. He's going to be an Amorim where he's too stubborn to make a change, and it's plain as day in his face.
Yeah, that's well said. I mean, listen, Kenyah, I mean, obviously, you and Kwame have used the word coward. That's quite an emotive term.
Yeah, it is an emotive term.
And you know, obviously that's said in the immediate aftermath of the game, so you have to put things into context. But I do hear what you guys are saying, man, because I'm looking at this manager and I'm thinking to myself, come on, bro, like, you have got the personnel there. There's no more excuses, like you guys have said. We've spent close to $1 billion now.
I don't want to hear Odegaard's out.
On transfers. You've been backed heavily in the market. You brought in Berta. He's done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
But are you capable of delivering? I guess only time will tell. But what I'm saying is, at the moment, I'm looking at that game yesterday, and to me, it was more than a loss. I'm looking at the manager, I'm thinking, is this what you're going to do then? Every time, you know, I mean, you're faced with
adversity.
And an opportunity to make, are you going to bail out and just sit there and not do nothing? Or are you going to be proactive, not reactive? The other thing I want to raise, Kenyah, is the playing style. Like, a lot of people are lamenting our playing style. A lot of people are saying, what's the point of bringing in Gyökeres for 60 odd million if you're not going to provide him with any creative service? I'd love to know your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think, well, yesterday, if we kind of take that game out because we didn't play with a creative midfielder, so what do you expect any striker to do when there's no creation?
I actually felt sorry for him.
I actually felt sorry for him as well. And I think it's easy to sit here and say, oh, yeah, he did nothing. I'm like, what was there to do? There was nothing created for him. There was nothing done for him. There was times where I'm seeing my strikers on the wing basically having to cross in because essentially he's getting no service. So he's trying to make something of it. But like, I do agree. I've been saying for time, right? Put Odegaard on the left-hand side. Put Rice on the right-hand side. Just switch that and see how that works. We're talking about Declan Rice, who's a right-sided player. We're talking about Odegaard, who's probably better off on the left-hand side. Just see how it works. It will probably help someone like Martinelli, who needs more support. And it might help someone like Saka to link up with someone like Rice as well. Like, I just think we are so methodical. We are so systematic. I already know you pass to Saliba, Saliba pass to Odegaard, to Saka, back to Odegaard, back to Saka. Then he goes down the wing. Maybe he gets it in, or maybe we win a corner. It's so methodical. It's so thought out. And I'm like, as Quams was saying earlier, nobody has, like, other than Saka, who has flair? Who says, right, I'm taking it by the scruff of the neck?
But he's not ready to start.
Even that is a load of rubbish to me. Like, just like, do you know what I mean? It's sad to see, because I've seen, even in 23-24 season, 22-23 season, I saw so many magical moments of just individual brilliance. And I'm just like, it's either Saka or die.
Free-flowing football.
A lot of people are really on us about our playing style. People calling us Stoke FC. At first I thought it was just a little bit of banter, but he's actually gaining a lot of traction. Everywhere I go now, people are saying, oh, you're boring, you're Stoke City, long throws, this and that. But we got to wrap up, Kwame, so I'm going to allow you to have the final word on this.
Oh, really?
So, I've made my position clear. I've got my reservations about this manager. Like I said, he's a good manager. He's been a very good transitional manager. But yesterday, for me, it wasn't just a loss. I looked at him. Like I said, he got the team wrong. He got the tactics wrong. He got the substitutions way wrong. To the point where now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, unless you change your ways, bro, we are not. You might win a FA Cup or a Carabao Cup but you're not going to win the major honours doing what he did yesterday.
I don't want that. I want
Quam, I'm going to give you the last word.
I want the Premier League, Arteta.
Can he do it though? Can he deliver it?
Yeah, he has to. He has to. Like, there's no like.
It's a non-negotiable.
He has to.
You're asking a question with a question. I'm asking you.
I'm saying with a statement. He has to.
No, but can he?
There's no plan B. He can.
He can.
He has to.
What gives you that confidence that he can?
I just feel like, just like how Pep likes to tweak things at the start of the season and test things out, he's probably said to Martinelli, or in the back of his head, he said, look, I'm going to give players like him the last chance in big games. After that, I'm changing it up. International break will happen now. That's fine. We got Forest after at home. Then we got City. And then I think it's Newcastle. Those 2 games again, or those 3 games, if anything.
Forest lost quite
convincingly. They lost as well. Exactly. It's not going to be easy at home. So for me, I will make my judgment at the end of the season. There's no point. It's still, it's not, bro. It's realistic. It's the 3rd game in the season. That's the only thing
but
I'm
he
saying.
has been inside the club now for 5 years, so it's not like he's an unknown quantity.
It's
you know
true,
what he is.
but we know how the season can go up and down, just like the transfer window has done. So for me, I will make my decision at the end of the season. But what I saw yesterday doesn't give me hope. Yeah. But for me, he has to deliver. He has to.
Okay.
Simple.
Right. So that's how we feel, man. I mean, like I said, it's very clear what I feel. I feel he needs to change his outlook. If we're going to win the major honours, like I said, you can blag a FA Cup or a Carabao Cup this way, but if we're talking about reaching the echelons of football management and winning the majors, that type of overly cautious, risk-averse management, it's not going to do it for me. He's got to make a change. Can he make the change? Let's hope so, because he's a deep thinker. He's got people around him. I'm sure they will have these deep conversations, but he's got to come different. But anyway, listen, Kenyah.
Yes.
My niece.
You got it right now.
And Quams, my brethren.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on LL Sports TV. Really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for watching, supporting the channel. We are out. Catch you on the next one.